Hey guys, it's just me. Thought I'd make a video about my experiences tonight. I hope you can hear me good. I got the fan on. I got me a microphone, one of my old little cheapy microphones, but it didn't work on my computer, so wasn't much I could do. So I thought it would make the sound better, but it doesn't. So um, I I wanted to talk about tonight, because I had a rough day and a rough night, but once again, the IOIS, I got, and it makes me wonder the whole theory about, what y'all were talking about, if maybe the reason men treat me so poorly, whereas women, as a whole, not every woman, of course, but a lot of women treat me better, you know, is that maybe they're attracted to me, and not all women, obviously, but that a lot of them maybe are attracted to me, and men get angry about that. And I'll give you some examples. I went tonight, downtown. This is the only thing I get to do, and because and I'll get into that in a video sometime. I don't know if I'll make it tonight, but I went downtown. Sat there, enjoyed, went inside the club, and it was packed tonight. I guess everybody's back, I don't know, but it was packed. And I went inside, and all of a sudden, there was a group of girls sitting at a table right in front of me, and one of them just kept looking back in my direction. She didn't look right at me, but you could tell she's, because there's nobody else there. And she kept looking at me, because there was nobody behind me except... No, there was no. Well, a guy and his girl. They were an older couple. I mean, I'm old, but I'm just using them. I think they were like in their 40s, if I had to guess. They were sitting there drinking and talking to each other. And she kept looking back at me, just kept looking back at me. And a few girls would look at me and do the hair flip and everything. And it wasn't a great night, but it was a decent night. Of course, it was just so packed. And the funny thing was, guys were being more friendly to me now. That was mostly younger guys, and they were coming over and really talking to me. And even the guy that, remember I told you about, that didn't talk to me at all, he came back and started talking to me. I don't know why. I shouldn't even have talked to him, but he started talking, and just like nothing ever happened. And I thought, yeah. But I went ahead and talked with him, and we sat there and talked. And then all of a sudden, these girls walked by. One of them was kind of a tall girl, slender and tall for a girl, and was kind of tall. I'd say about maybe about 5'10", if I had to guess. And she walked by, and there was a girl in front of her. It must have been her friend. And now the girl that I'm, not the one that was in front of her, but the one that's tall and thinner, she had gave me the eyes before. Not like smiling, but just kind of that look, like if you're really looking at something, And it was interesting because as they walked by, and it's I know you can see me a little bit here. They I'm looking at them in their direction, and they're going behind. They're walking past me this way, and they're going toward the door. To leave, and they're going out, and all of a sudden, she taps her friend on the shoulder, and she's pointing at me. And I can't do the facial expression because you can't see me, but it's that look, and she's pointing at me, and it's that facial expression. It'd be like if we were obvious young guys. When you see a hot girl and you're walking out and you're saying, "Hey, dude, there's the girl. There's the girl. There's that hot girl." It was kind of like that, and she was pointing right at me, like, "Look, they're right there." And the girl looked over at me, and it was fun, And it was funny, the night before, I went downtown to the bar. I was standing outside. I did not go inside. And when you open the doors to the bar, they're very light. So if you shove them, it's going to bang the side of the building. And this girl, there's a group of girls that work at Buffalo Wild Wings, and I know one of them really liked me because she used to just stare at me almost like she was, I mean, like I said, I'm not bragging. I mean, this just happened. And she would kind of, look at me for long periods of time. I'd catch her, and then she'd turn away, And they all gave me a nickname. I'm not going to name the nickname on here, but they had gave me a nickname. And one of the girls that they're friends with, not the one that I'm attracted to, but this girl was kind of heavy set, black girl. And she comes out the door like Thursday night. And I'm just, there was nobody much downtown. It was just me standing there because it's warm weather. You can get out. And I was looking on my phone, and she walks out the door. She kind of looks up, and of course she sees me, because she's coming out the door. And she stops and runs back inside. And I can hear her because there's no music going on inside. It must have been a quiet night in there. And she goes, and she says my nickname, and she goes, "He's out there." And I heard her, she goes, "I know, I'm serious, he's here." She was like, "I'm serious, he's out there." And then they all kind of came outside like nothing was going on. Like they weren't looking for me, they were just all coming out, but they all came out. I don't know if she thought I couldn't hear her, but I heard her clear as day. And it's little things like that I get that, make me feel better. Because, man, guys, it's so bad right now. Other than those IOIs that I get, everything is a nightmare right now. I'm going to make a video about it, but everything's bad right now. It's really bad. And it's the worst. All in all, this might be the worst I've ever been. And, to get those IOIs, I mean, it doesn't do anything. I mean, like, my life really improves. But, and what was funny was, I'll get back to, I forgot, I wanted to mention one more thing. And, before I get to the bad times, but, I was leaving the bar, I went and got a pizza, what they call a pizza dog over there. I was just starving, I had to get something to eat, and I went and got what they call a pizza dog over at they have fast food. It's one of the little bar areas. And I went over there and I had some money. I got it and I ate. And I got ready to leave, and there was people that were sitting out on the benches, eating their food and just sitting there. And as I was leaving and I was walking to my car, the girls, it was once again that place, and these were pretty girls. And I heard my name, the nickname. There it is, they said my nickname, and I could hear them because I was going to my car, and they were at the crosswalk because there's a red light there. And she goes, "Drive safe, hon." And I looked up, and they were all smiling at me, and she went, "Be safe." And I went, "Oh, y'all too." And I waved, and I said, "Bye." And they kept walking. It was her, those two girls, and two guys were with them. And it's just little things like that, guys, that make me feel so good, because it's so bad right now. If you knew how bad it was right now. Those IOIs don't do anything much. I mean, obviously I ain't been able to, and I was having a bad wave when I went in there tonight. It got better, but I mean, I'm just back and forth with the suffering, and to say that I was suicidal would be an understatement. I've been extremely suicidal. Not the incel suicidal, I'm just suffering from this benzo crap, and I just wanted to end suicidal. And also a whole lot of other things in my life are going bad all at the same time. And like I said, I'm going to make a video on that, but not right now. I may make it in the next one. But it's the worst it's ever been. I'm doing the best I can, but it's really hard. I'm just hanging in there. But I do wonder that about the IOIs, though, because I mean, men treat me like garbage, and women treat me pretty decent. Like, I mean, they know who I am. Like with that girl running back in there the other night and saying, my nickname, because I know it's my nickname. They called me that before. And for her to run back in there and say that they all know who I am, that gave it away. And I mean, the one that ran in and said my name is not very attractive, but the rest of them were. I mean, they're at least 7s to 8s, and they all know me. That means they all have talked about me. They know at least who I am. And it's tough, man. It makes me feel good though that I'm not a nobody. Because boy, I feel like one a lot in my life. Things are really bad right now, and it's encouraging to me. I guess it keeps me going. It's kind of like a B12 shot in a dying patient. B12 vitamin right in the butt, right? Just kind of, bing, ding, and it wakes you up, keeps you going for another day. Insulin shot for a diabetic, and I just gotta hang in there, and maybe things will get better. But I just wanted to mention that, and I do wonder. I mean, what do you guys think? I'll ask you real quick at the end. Do you think that alpha males, chads, whatever you want to call them, if other guys know you're a chad, I'll give you guys an example. If you knew a guy was a chad, you knew it, Chad light, especially, I mean, not Giga Chad, we're not going to go overboard, but at least a Chad light. This guy attracts women. Women do find him desirable. Do you hate him? I mean, I just want everybody to be honest, because I need to know this, so I can understand the psychology of it. Would you hate him, or would you, like, be his friend and be like, ooh, maybe he can hook me up with girls, that whole thing. Maybe he can hook me up with girls, maybe he can rub it off on me, that kind of thing. Or would you just hate me with a passion? That's the thing. Because, I need to know, why are guys so shitty to me? The incident with the bouncer and with the friend, I thought, what is the deal with this? Like, I don't get it. It's like they hate me or something. I don't get it. But, and I don't care what they think. I just need to know why, though. Like, why is this? Is it possible they don't, like, people online, do they not think I'm a Chad light, or at least a lower tier Chad of some sort? And then when they see it, they're like, what? This guy, is that what it is? I just kind of need to know that. And I need honest answers. I mean, if you whatever they are, I'd appreciate it. But, that's about all I got to say, guys. I just wanted to mention it. It just makes me feel better. And like I said, things are really bad, and sometimes I guess it's just really good to have every once in a while maybe you find a little silver lining, get a little bit of a happy moment in this dark time I'm going through. So appreciate it, guys. Leave any comments and answer the question that I asked if you could. And have a good night, guys. Talk to you soon.